Hello fellow YouTubers, LegoWC Stop Motioner here, and I got a Lego Ninjago set, one of the new Season 14 sets. I'm not really sure how I feel about the season from the first two episodes I've seen, but these sets look like a lot of fun. I love the minifigure designs. Keeper's Village, this is the first set that I wanted from this wave. So yeah, it looks really fun. So I'm going to open it, build it, and review it. This set is overall really cool. It's got a good minifigure selection, and it's got a lot of good playability. And I'm knocking all these guys over. It's kind of hard to keep everything in the frame, so let's just go ahead and get into the minifigures. So to start things off, we have the Thunder Keeper. I really like his mask. It's a really neat idea. He's got some back printing on his head. So he's grinning. Yeah, the mask is just a really neat touch. It's a really cool aesthetic. It's a shame to see it wasted on just 4 short episodes. Next up we have Chief Mattis. He is, again, a really cool looking minifigure. I really wish these guys were kind of a darker color since this is how they look in the show. But it's close enough. I prefer it over them being like all translucent due to my distrust of translucent just plastic in general. See this helmet? This is mostly one piece except for the spikes, the white spikes. This is actually a smiling face, which is kind of interesting. He lift up his cape. You can see the back printing. Different than the Thunder Keeper. Yeah, that's the big bad of this season. Now we have Kai, and I like Kai. He's not my favorite of the ninja, but he's still cool. He's got these golden katanas. They work. It's not show accurate, but you know, it still works. It's fine. Kai has a tendency to look kind of basic amongst the designs, I think, in the past. And while this one is really cool, it is pretty basic compared to the other character designs. These are some of, if not the best character designs I've ever seen. I really love these new island suits. So to remove all his gear, you can see his face. It's the same as we've been getting since 2017. A lot of people have been wanting that to change, which I do partially agree with, but I'm also kind of like, okay, we got a furious face and a smiling face. I feel like that's pretty good, aside from maybe a shocked or terrified face. Lloyd is the only one that has a face change, though. Here we have Cole. Cole is pretty cool, too, except there's kind of a color clash here. Well, most of them have a headband that's, the color is their mask. Cole has an orange headband and a black mask. I mean, I prefer to have a black mask, but like I said, just kind of clashed with this. It's got a man bun. I am not a very big fan of man buns, but still, this is a pretty neat design. I do really like it. I really don't care for this weapon in particular. I don't see the point of having a blade that points down like this. Plus, yet again, another plastic I don't like. I have a distrust of gold plastic. I've had lots of this element break. It's just really poor quality. One thing that's really neat is that if you look, there's some scratches on his armor, and that's just really cool. So again, remove all his accessories. See, here he is. Again, same face we've been getting since the Ninjago movie. He looks very grumpy. Take off his hair. See a smile. There's the back printing. So, yeah. Cool design, definitely. And here we have good old Jay. If you saw my review for Journey to the Skull Dungeon, you might know Jay is my favorite ninja. And this might be my favorite of the island designs. I don't know, him or Lloyd. It's really, really cool. It's got he has a very nice color scheme. Just looks all rugged with the tools. Now his gi is actually the same as Kai's, but if you look, without all the extra gear and such. But still, I like Jay's design a lot better. I hope this isn't me just being biased, because being a Jay fan, really love the blue headband. His is the only one that's actually, new to these sets, I believe. See this weapon right here. Again, don't particularly care for it, but it gets the job done. So we're moving all his accessories again. He looks serious or determined. You can pull his hair off. See there, he looks very happy. This just really fits Jay because he's always been very goofy. Jay is the one I believe I have the most of. Second is probably Cole, just because he's had a tendency to be in small sets. Still, I just like Jay. I feel he's the one I have the most in common with. So now, on to the actual set itself. So this almost feels like two sets in one. It's just all held in place by this brown clip. It comes right off. This brown clip is probably not super long for the world. So I'm going to take a look at this part of the build first. This is a really neat part. An annoying thing is getting all these leaves, getting the right shades in the right place is annoying. I'm slightly colorblind, so that drives me crazy. But this is just a really neat design we got going here. It's got cool detailing, got some spikes, and a skeleton head. This thing fires. Just fire that. It works. It's cool. You just pull. This is kind of interesting. You pull these leaves to the side, and there's that face there, which I think is in most of the sets in some way, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have to see when I build the jungle chopper bike. I haven't built that thing yet. It's got a nice little crab here. I don't have that crab element. Got this one trap here, if you stand on the skull, which also puts you in direct line of fire of the shooter. So you really don't want to stand there. Although really, that can't hurt you that much, in all honesty. But this trap is really cool. I really like this. It's interesting. There's no spring-loaded mechanisms or anything in it. And yet it just somehow works. You just stand somebody on the leaf. Tricky thing is just trying to get them to not topple over. Nope. Here we go. And you just, dang it. You just stand them on here. Okay, well, it's supposed to hold them up. It's not wanting to do it right now for some reason, but basically it's just supposed to pull them up. Most of the time it works pretty well if you can get them to stand on it. And then they're dangling over the spikes. It's just a really cool trap. I really like it. Traps are right up my alley for some reason. It's just really fun. So, Jay better be careful when he gets down. So, that basically covers this build. So for the other build, this one has lots of similarities to Journey to the Skull Dungeon. First I'm gonna, I'm just gonna turn around and show you the back. Very open back here, which is a little annoying, but not too bad. Seen here, there's a cauldron. I put some extra ammo for the stud shooter. See, there's some fish. There's a fish, carrot, stem thingy. This doesn't fully attach, so careful with that if you're carrying this set around. So here's the stairs. And there's the throne where Chief Mattis sits. It's an okay throne. It's not super big or show accurate really, but it still gets the job done. Put the Thunder Keeper here. This might be cheating, but since I already had the Rumble Keeper, might as well go ahead and stick him there. Since it's the village, you want a bunch of these guys there. This is a really neat effect they did right here. This was in some Marvel sets. I don't know if it was in DC or not, but basically you would just put it in their hands and you would push on it, it would fire. So they use that to make the effect of lava dripping out, and I think that's really cool. I'm a little bothered by how this thing doesn't do a whole lot. But you open this up, there's a jail cell in here, which really induces claustrophobia. There's a bucket in there. Yeah, so won't go too much into that. I think a lot of us know what that is, though. Just close it up on them. Really no room to move. Looks very miserable, so I'm going to pull them out. You push on this leaf here, and then it opens up the mouth. Sorry, had a little bit of fun. Had a little bit too much fun there. And then this part right here detaches for this totem. And we're going to go ahead and get into detail about this thing. Really like what they did here with this totem, how just things gradually increase. You got this one who looks a little annoyed. This one looks grumpy, and this one just looks enraged. So it's just kind of a gradual increase. Then this one has a little dagger. This one has a katana, and then this one just has some sort of blade thingy. And these two have the same horns, but then this one has really big horns. And just as you go up, their teeth look more vicious and such. I think those are teeth. I don't really know. You can see right here we've got this amulet. It's the same in every set, which kind of sucks, but oh well. At least that doesn't necessarily mean you have to get all 4 sets, since I might be skipping the catamaran. So you can separate these guys. They all look really neat. This part is a sticker, which a lot of people complain about. I don't think it's too bad, especially since I was fortunate enough to get it lined up just about right on all of them. But I really do hate stickers. Nothing going on back here, but that's fine. So, Totem is a really neat part of this set. Really like it, one of the highlights of the set. So now for the final thoughts. Okay, I had some fun getting this set into how it's going to look for the final thoughts. This is a really good set. I think it's pretty good value, $50. I ordered this from the Lego store and was able to use VIP, so I got, I got it on a little bit less. And it's just a really cool set. It's got a lot of fun playability. It's got cool details. I would say that this is a good set, even if the season itself is kind of eh. The set itself is really fun. I recommend it. So that's my review for Lego Ninjago, Keeper's Village. If you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And God bless.